I am in Los Angeles at LA Auto Show. Actually, this is the last media day. The actual show will start tomorrow. So as you can see, it's nice and quiet here. If this is your first time here, by the way, go ahead and click on that subscribe button so you don't miss anything moving forward. But I'm here at the Nissan booth here, and as you can see, a Nissan Leaf is right next to me, and there's one behind me for your visual pleasure. But let's talk about something that I think a lot of people got wrong this week. A lot of people are disappointing because they heard the rumors that Nissan is not moving to production with their longer range battery, something that a lot of people have been looking forward to. Well, that's not quite true. As a matter of fact, it's not true at all. They're still on going with their plan to start producing the long-range LG Chem battery around March or so. What's been delayed is actually the announcement of that. As you know, the head of Nissan, Carlos Ghosn, has been arrested on some financial charges, and I've done a separate video about that. But they didn't really want that news to be mixed into this news. Now, I think it's a little silly. I mean, obviously, we'll probably, as reporters, ask them questions about that. But, you know, avoiding it probably is not going to do any good. But if they have some really cool news for us, obviously that's something that we will like to cover as well, because, you know, consumers don't really care, you know, which executives in jail. Consumers care about, are they producing the products that we want and been looking forward to for a long time. Now, this is one of those products. Now, let me remind you that this is not just the upgrade in range. And when I say upgrade, there will be two options, right? 151 miles and what people think about 225 miles. It's also upgrading the quality of the battery. Right now, Nissan Leaf, even though it's a new look and an upgraded interior, the batteries are still from the previous generation that was owned by Nissan. Now, they sold that unit now out, but the batteries are coming from LG Chem. And the great, besides just being a better battery provider, they're also going to have the active thermal management system, which means the batteries will be cooled by a liquid, which didn't have that they didn't have in the previous Leafs, and it, you know, led up to a lot of issues with charging and battery degradation and quite a few other issues that we all know about. Now, so here's what's going to happen, and this is what to look forward in 2019. And before I go any further, I want to remind you guys that this show and this channel is sponsored by Avanex, the aftermarket accessories for Tesla. There's a discount code in the description of this video, so you can save yourselves a few bucks moving into the holiday season. There's still quite a few things to be excited about, just like I said, the battery and the extended range. Now, as you know, a lot of people prefer to lease cars. I personally think that 90% of you guys would benefit from the lease, and I've done quite a few videos about that. You can lease this car. For example, a Tesla Model 3, you cannot lease that car, obviously, because they're trying to get as much out of their profit margin as possible. Nissan's good to go. As a matter of fact, the lease deals are really, really good. You can probably get even a better lease deal on the 2018 models, but just like I said, if you're really thinking about keeping this car for a while or keeping the price, the resale price up there, wait for 2019 with the LG battery. Even if you're just going to go with a regular 151 range, that is still a better quality of the battery. Of course, a lot of people are happy about the look because it looks more like a compact Nissan. You know, myself included, I absolutely hated the first generation Nissan Leaf, not just for technical specs, but just by very, very fugly looks. This is the car that I think is going to be one of the leading cars that are going to be affordable, all-electric cars for an average person, not just in America, but around the world. Now, they're doing pretty well already in their Japanese sales and their European sales. Somehow they're not delivering too many of them in the United States, but I'm going to assume that this is a matter of the supply rather than the demand, though they're not really telling us one way or the other. Don't forget, this starts at $30,000 for the shorter range, or 151 miles, but with all the incentives that you can get, this car can get literally under $20,000. You know, probably with some options that most people would want, you know, and a sales tax and so forth. You'll still be in the low 20s, but hey, you'll be in the low 20s for all electric range. Anyway, guys, it's been fun. I have a few more reports for you. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.